Hey everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people. It's WORIMI, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Righto, so much to look at. It's a bit of a pick and choose today. What am I going to have a look at in this particular reading? Battle River Crowfoot, what were you thinking? Anyhow, I still keep getting Bonnie Critchley, Criley, not sure how she pronounces it. She did get nearly 10% of the votes, which was more than under Damien, who stepped aside for Pierre Polivet. But he is such a up himself slime. That just. So I'm really hoping. I don't feel. I pulled a couple of yes/no cards on it. The people of Battle River Crowfoot, they're not going to regret their decision, but boy, oh boy, oh boy. Not happy. Not happy. Okay, what I want to have a look at. So, yeah, sometimes we get it wrong. It may just have been that the cards were showing me that Bonnie Critchley would do better rather than actually winning. But boy, I had hopes. Boy, oh boy, I had hopes. Okay, and it is hard to get. We read the cards with what we're presented, the skin being that is us. Yes, sometimes we read them wrong, and in hindsight, we go, oh, duh, that's what they meant. And also when we read the cards, we're reading from the here and now energy, and there are always options. And what happens is we usually get shown the obvious option, and because there are people at play, they can, not often, but they can occasionally take the least obvious option, the one that is, we'd sit back and we go, why on earth did they do that? As an example, the day before the 5th of November last year, I mean, right up until that day, I have been getting Harris winning. The day before, I got through 3 cards as one final reading. Yes, she won. Absolutely, she won. One final reading, and I got win-win, win-win, and then the 7 of Swords, which is the steel card. Now, me, the skin being, said, oh, that's that's her being accused of stealing. No, it wasn't. It was actually a literal steal. And with the smoke and mirrors, the delusion, the clouding the waters, etc. Absolutely. So she did win. I've posted in my post section part 2 of the NSA report, or reporting on the NSA report. Go and have a read of that. Again, very eye-opening. So go to maighstirtarot under any video. You'll go to the main page and go to the post section. Post a lot of stuff under there that doesn't necessarily get a reading on. Now, entertainment only. But what I do want to have a reading on is that Vance has been thrown under the bus. Now, the only article I can find on it is behind a partial firewall that you have to pay a subscription, but you can read enough to get the gist of it. The Orange Twerp has basically ordered Vance to coordinate the peace deal using the Trip and Wake Tarot. For those that like to know the decks, has ordered that he coordinate the peace deal. Now, there's a lot happening in regards to that. Zelensky has demanded that the talks must be with Putin and no one else. I do get that there will actually not be talks with Putin, between Zelensky and Putin, basically because there is no Putin, is my feels, and I've been feeling that for a long time. And a lot of intelligence agencies around the world and governments around the world are coming out and agreeing with me, saying, or with all the body doubles. And apparently while Putin was en route to Alaska, there was another Putin that was on the media touring a canning factory or something along those lines. So yeah, there's a few Putins out there. It's not going to happen because I don't feel that Putin is actually still around. It's just that whomever in the Kremlin that is doing the taken control doesn't want that to be revealed, because what will happen is a power vacuum will then occur, and nature abhors a vacuum. So, except for when you're picking up dog hair, which I'm going to have to do before the open this afternoon. So where do I go with this? Okay, I'm wanting to ask about what's going to happen with Pence in regards to being ordered to do so. So Zelensky's basically said talks must be with Putin directly. It's not going to happen. The Kremlin has now come out and basically said, oh, well, in that case, talks need to be held in Russia. Well, there's no way Zelensky's going to go to Russia. There is a lot being put out there. Now, remember I said the other day that Melania's letter is part of the optics of making Zelensky look like the bad guy. The Orange Twerp went on Fox and rambled about how this conflict is all the fault of Ukraine's for taking on a greater might of Russia. I'm pretty sure Ukraine didn't start it. They didn't invade. But yeah, that's the Orange Twerp again, trying to spin it. The Kremlin has offered a meeting in Russia, so the fact that Zelensky will not take that meeting, because there's no way he's going to go to Russia for this meeting. The peace talks again is going to be spun as, well, it's all Zelensky's fault. He didn't take up the offer of the meeting. So let's have a look. I want to have a look at Pence to start with. Come on down, let's have a look. This card flew out. Ooh, big wake-up call happening on the bottom. So for Pence, right, he has been put in the position of the diplomatic negotiator. I don't necessarily think Pence agreed to this. I think it was declared and he's gone, what? Which often happens in this regime. But he has been put in the position of chief negotiator. Chief negotiator, chief diplomat. Here, have the scepter. He's been handed the scepter. And I don't, in these stormy waters, got the two dolphins leaping out. This feels like, and I'm just looking at these two dolphins. They do not look very happy here. I'm getting Witkoff, or should I call him Dickoff, and Rubio commiserating. Thank you. That's an interesting word. Commiserating with Vance. He's basically been set up as the fall guy. Walking away. The challenge to Vance is walking away, walking towards the new horizon, walking towards this new. Walking away. Now, we do know that behind the scenes they're trying to remove the Orange Twerp without actually removing him. So Vance here, walking away from the position. He may reject this order. Gosh, that's going to be a slap up the side of the Orange Twerp. Oh, the infighting. The energy they're in at the moment. What the F? Don't think so. Take it back. The infighting happening within this regime. France might reject the order to coordinate the peace deal. Let's see where this goes. In the past, the Knight of Pentacles, the unmoving knight. So this is basically the order, I didn't even look. Was he ordered to coordinate this via Untruth Social, which seems to be the modus operandi of ruling a country at the moment, is via social media? The Knight of Pentacles. So it's basically, here it is, it's yours. That's in the past. Don't think he wants it. And crowning this reading, the Sun card, exposing the Emperor as having no clothes in relation to Ukraine. You've got the sunflowers here. France might reject this. But yeah, full exposure. The horse does not look happy here. But this feels like this knight has become this naive child with some inner thigh chafing happening, with again a horse that is not moving forward in regards to Ukraine. Banished and out in the cold. This is not looking good for Vance. We've got the 2 5s. 5s are challenges, obstacles that need to be overcome. If Vance knocks this back, he might find himself banished. He was called heir apparent only a couple of weeks ago for the first time. Oh boy, okay. And here's the Emperor externally, the orange twerp on his orange throne, taking control, position of power. Internally, the 3 of Swords. Sorry, the 4 of Swords. Vance being forced to this withdraw, retreat. There's something here that's really, I mean, we know it's a poisoned chalice that he's been handed. The hopes and fears, trying to spin it, trying to juggle it. He's on shaky grounds here. Trying to bring his ship into harbour, but the control is with the orange twerp. Oh gosh, these don't look good. Unexpected news coming out of left field. Vance finding himself potentially sacrificed. And we've got the loss and disappointment. We've got the treason and betrayal. Oh man, we've got the 3 of Wands attempting to bring his ship in, but you've then got the 10 of Pentacles, end of a cycle, followed by the 10 of Cups, again, end of a cycle. I don't think he's going to come out of this really well. You've got the Judgment card. Again, an announcement was made, the Queen of Swords, bringing forth an internal strategy that he is not happy about. You've got the 10 of Wands and the Tower card, the Fool, the Secrets, the World, the Steel, the Lovers. Okay. I've got to ask. Because these are all a lot of ending cards and betrayal and thrown under the bus and sacrificed. Vance, I don't think he wants this. I don't think he agreed to it. I think he was just told, and I think he's going to... What's Vance going to do? What's Vance going to do about this? Because the orange twerp, believe it or not, the orange twerp, he's not, and those that back him, they're not stupid. They are idiotic. They are ghastly beastly. They are cruel. But they're not stupid. And they know that Vance wants him out. So they're manipulating. This is a strategy to manipulate. So what's Vance going to do about this? Because this feels bigger than just merely putting Vance into this position. What is J.D. Vance going to do about this? It feels like they're trying to force his hand. So what's going to happen with Vance? What's going to happen with Vance in regards to this? Oh, gosh. And then we've got the infighting underneath. Page of Swords. And then this is my voters card. But again, ending. The 10, the walking away, and the back up against the wall. All the same cards except for this one here, in different order. Beaten, bruised, battered is back up against the wall. He has to make some sort of decision. 9, 10, 10, walking away, sun. Okay, what's your strategy? And ending. Ending. Oh, the infighting, the collective awakening. An announcement being made and the tower moment. Is this to force... Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Now we know that the orange twerp, well, I always got Lara. He didn't want Shady as VP. Shady was forced on him, the orange twerp, to get the backing of the tech bros. Well, yes, absolutely. That's the case. So what I want to have a look at, there's a no card. Yes, there are no cards in there. Equal amount of yes and no cards. Is this order to force Shady Vance? What is just Dance and Vance to show his hand in regards to wanting to topple the orange twerp? Yes. I've got yes and then blank. Blank, yes, 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 yes it is. On the top, in case you were wondering, that one was blank as well. So that's why I went back to the bottom. Will Shady be outed as VP over this? Will Shady, aside from that being a yes, will Shady be outed as a VP over this? Will it? Oh gosh. Again, the blank, but we've got yes. Will Shady, will this create an internal tussle between Shady and the orange twerp? Will this blank? Yes, yes, yes. Then a no, but I mean, I've got to go with the blanks and the 4 yeses and 2 blanks. Okay. Because I keep getting that there was an agreement, trying to keep a lid on things, but this sword cutting through the crown. I kept getting that there was an arrangement that was made prior to November the 5th, where the orange twerp would win. He would get certain things through, including the bastard budget bill, and then, the working behind the scenes and the big stick, the agreement, the plan was to get certain things done and then hand over to Shady. But I think he's reneging on that deal. So they're now being forced to get rid of him. 2 aces, yes and yes. they're now being forced, the shady backers are being forced to, oh gosh, what a mess. It's like a schoolyard taunt. So what I'm getting from that is that the orange twerp and his backers are forcing Shady's hand, and if you want to know who was behind the Wall Street Journal leak, look no further than Murdoch, who met literally days before with Shady to plan things. They're trying to force Shady's hand to get rid of him, which also means, I'm going to ask, who's going to win this? Which means Shady's hand gets forced to try and get rid of the orange twerp. Is the orange twerp going to win this? Is the orange... Okay, I'll bring you down. I'm going to put 2 cards here and 2 cards there. This is the orange twerp and this is Shady. Who is going to win this? Is it going to be the orange twerp? I would say Battle of the Titans, but they're not titans. It's like 2 snakes having a squabble on the back, on the back deck. Let's have a look. Will the orange twerp win this? Will the orange twerp win this, right? 1, 2. Will Shady win this? 1, 2. Oh, I almost don't want to turn him over. Will the orange twerp? Yes, yes. Will Shady? Yes, no. Okay. So it feels like in the first round they both win, but then Shady dips out. One more for the orange twerp. Will the orange twerp win this internal struggle for power? Then there's a no. Will Shady win this internal struggle for power? Blank. Oh, 3 rounds. Orange twerp and Shady. Future is not yet written. That's up to the people. So, oh gosh, what a mess. So yeah, it feels like the orange twerp wins the first 2 rounds, but not the third. Shady looks like the first one looks like they both win. Shady loses the second round, and then the orange twerp loses the third round. Oh, I don't know what to make of this. What a nightmare situation. Yeah, this is an internal battle that's going to happen because the orange twerp has now just nominated his fall guy for these peace talks failing. Right, I'm going to leave that there. We'll have a look at peace talks themselves in a minute. Hang on a sec. Catch you shortly. Love to you all. Bye.